they don't know. It's where I've been and who I am, all the ways I've grown. Blood in the sweat, tears and regret made me hard as stone. On my own, on my own. Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Do a double take, see me on fire, see that I can't break. Knew I'd be great, knew I would rise through all of the pain. All of the love, start with it now, keeper of all faith. Never change. Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is a very special evening, as you could tell, with that heart-pounding music that Mark had for that little video. I think you guys know that it is a special night. It is Military Appreciation Night here on Talking Shit. Right?
I got a little. I'm sorry. I got a little lazy this week with the intro. I was gonna do a totally different song. We had that from our last one in July, I think it was.
I think it's a good song.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna keep it for now on, just for the hell of it.
Okay, fine.
But that's what happens when I get lazy and it will hurt myself more so than anything. So I didn't feel like.
I was going to ask you how you're feeling. We'll let people know. Unfortunately,
I feel like
having the greatest week.
I'm in pain, but I'm dealing with it. Nothing that I've not dealt with before. Just something different with this hit.
Mark's doctor said he's no longer allowed to own a truck because he can't get into it anymore. So we're going to.
No, I can't get out of it. But yes,
it's a problem. In and out, it's a problem.
Yeah. Yes, like you said, tonight's actually a special night because we're doing this for our veteran special, or edition, as I called it. We do this normally bigger shows once or twice a year, but every month or every other month or so, we like to invite some military members on the show just to talk with them and see how it goes. And Brian, since you are actually here and you're from the Navy, you get to host it and represent the Navy.
Okay, I think I can handle that. We'll see what we can do.
Bite me, Chris.
Who do you got from my sister company there from the Marine Corps? You got somebody from the Marine Corps?
Yeah, I got somebody from the Marine Corps, but we're not bringing him on just yet. He'll be. There's one person that we're going to bring on first. Somebody who has never been on our show. Well, he's been on our show, but not the military show. And he's from a little band. Okay, a bigger band than that. This Southern Outlaws. His
I know
name
that
is
band.
Arliss Walker.
Arliss, what's happening, man? How are you?
Not much. How you guys doing?
Doing
Well,
fantastic.
there was a reason why I wanted to bring you on first, because you tagged me in something earlier, and I thought it was cool to share it with everybody else. His band was nominated for Entertainer of the Year, Rock Original, of the Year, Most Appreciated Band, Original Song of the Year, Cover Song, and Folk of the Year.
Folk original.
I thought that was pretty cool. So congratulations.
That's a
Oh,
really
thank
cool
you.
achievement. That's a really cool achievement. I can't
Thank
wait
you
until
very
you
much.
guys can't wait until you guys get your awards for all of them. Yes.
We still have to
Yeah.
have them.
Keep fingers crossed.
Oh, you're gonna
We
get them.
still have
And
to have
then
them back on.
November 8th, we're waiting for the biggest announcement because we're actually in consideration for a Grammy nomination.
Whoa.
Sweet. When does the Christmas album come out?
Christmas album is actually live now on all streaming platforms, and it came out November 1st.
Oh, cool.
Very
I'm
cool.
gonna have to check that out. I'm not one for Christmas music, but I'm gonna have to check it out anyways. Okay. I will now bring on the other ones. All right, from the Marines, we have my brother, Chris.
Chris, what's happening? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing all right, guys. How are you?
I'm over here trying not to simplify myself to death. Listen to
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah. You're already trying to talk some smack about being my Uber driver.
It's true though. Come on.
We are a department of the Navy, but hey, our birthday's coming up, so
That's right.
be
that's
kind.
right.
And then, of course, we have, as I would put it, from before. I'm not going to say what I said before.
The
but
entire Coast Guard.
yes, because he's the only one that seems to come on our show. So, Brendan Roy.
We got the entire Coast Guard here with us. It is unreal, dude. Like,
Puddle.
One time, and you won't let me live that one down.
No. Thanks
And
for
then,
yeah, thanks. Are you doing good?
Oh yeah, things.
Basement?
Yeah. Pushing. I'm on the right side of the dirt, and kids seem to be growing and behaving somewhat. So always good.
For the most part. Gotcha.
As much as you can expect during Halloween.
and then, of course, we have our resident. What do you want to call him?
And
He's on all-
returning champion of the military veteran show.
That's because he's been on every damn show. Here's Wes.
What's going on, guys?
Welcome back,
Howdy.
Wes. How are you, buddy?
Thank you. Thank you for having me again. I must not be too boring if you guys keep inviting me.
Well, you're the only one from. Well, see, this time I wasn't going to because we have the Army already represented.
Hey,
But-
never have too
but-
much.
But I decided this time we were going to let. I'm going to put the thing in the. I'm going to put the link up every half hour or so and see if other people will join.
Mark
Eventually-
is very confident that the show is going to go over an hour.
I think it could. And Brendan, and we already know that you have to go to sleep.
Brendan's
or
already
whatever.
throwing deuces. He's like, listen, dude, I got like 15 minutes.
Well, my fault. You scheduled a live stream during the election.
So
Are you
It's
going to
still
watch
got to
the
keep
election?
happening later.
Oh, I'm actually taking part in a live stream where we make fun of the candidates.
Oh, okay. So then we're going to have to jump over there and try to watch that one as well, huh? Is that a
Yeah.
part of Dad's Worldwide?
It's part of Dad's Worldwide and also
Oh, yeah.
sistered with the Big Buckin' Empire. Yep.
We have a new face.
he's not new. He's
Not
been on the
new,
show
but-
before.
Someone
We have
else
another
we're
one
gonna bring
joining.
onto the stage
Yes.
here. Fred, how are you,
Fred.
buddy?
What's up, buddy? How y'all doing?
Very good.
Oh,
very
good.
good.
How are you?
All right,
Yeah, I got-
so
I got
we've
audio
got,
and
Hey, got somebody else from the Coast Guard.
so we got the Navy, we got the Army. We are missing, guys. Unfortunately, we are missing the Air Force. You know, if you
Why did
tell
you say
somebody
unfor-
from the Air, if you tell somebody from the Air Force to show up, okay. So they'll be on the show tomorrow when we don't have a show.
For some
Wait,
reason,
was-
it's hard. It was hard to find a. Normally it's hard to find a Coast Guard, but in this case, it was a little bit harder to find Air Force. I asked a few people from the Air Force, but they had other things that they had to do.
Wasn't there a guy last year that was like driving to base in the Air
Yes.
Force?
Yes,
Yes,
he is now medically retired from the Air Force.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes,
medically retired from the Air Force.
Unfortunate
That was
circumstances.
Matt. Yeah,
Oh.
Wow.
good kid. Unfortunately, bad things happen to good people, and I hate that, man. It really sucks.
Oh, it's a bummer.
Hopefully that he can come through this and maybe be on a show in the future. I'm not
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, so while we got everybody on the show here, typically we just kind of go around the room and just talk about and make fun of each other and stuff like that. I already started.
Well, I do have one question for all you, because since I've never been in the military, I know some of the stuff that you guys go through and whatnot from what you guys have said. But
Space Force is available, Mark. Just letting you know.
but what did you guys do for to entertain yourself when you guys were deployed? I'm talking to the Coast Guard too. I know that you guys didn't get deployed very far.
Play music for us.
I mean, yeah, it was a lot of listening to music, cards. If you had the hookup, sometimes you can get some some mouthwash vodka,
Sorry, I forgot to send yours. I drank it instead.
Yeah. And then hang on.
Arliss, you were saying play music, right?
Okay.
You were playing
Sorry,
music. You were playing music while you were deployed as well.
Yeah, there was a
Arliss?
lot of us, especially in my unit and stuff, that played music. So you had guitar players and everything.
So you could have started the Southern Outlaws band in the military.
Nah, it wouldn't have been the same.
You got the right people in play for it. Though,
Nah,
right?
it wouldn't have been the same. What's that?
I said you got the right people in play for the band now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Brendan, when you did get deployed, what did you do to take your mind off of being away from home? Even though you could look over the shoreline and know that you were 5 minutes from home.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't he say he fished off the boat?
Yeah, mostly.
I did.
Lobster.
Yeah, I did.
We used to go to our search and rescue detachment, and so we would we'd eat pretty good that weekend. So probably highly illegal, but whatever.
Nah.
We were the ones writing the tickets, so. Yeah. Other than that, I got detached to after 9/11. I don't think I left the base because we were running we were 12 on, 12 off, and just it was not stop.
Pointless to do anything at that point when you're running
But we-
12s.
So the area that I was in was responsible for security for the nuclear power plant, the nuclear sub base, Groton, a research and development wing of Guard, and 3 or 4 other minor but still security risks that we had to take care of. So yeah, so that was really my detachment, but yeah, it was mostly playing cards and yeah, endless stuff to just try to
I wonder between all of us that did deploy in that, does anybody here think that they are the best spades player ever?
Man, I hated playing spades because like whoever like no everybody had different rules for everywhere you like from the south, from the west, like you always learn something new. And I mean, being from the north, like I play euchre. Nobody knows what euchre is outside of like Michigan and Ohio. So like play so then it just became all right, let's play poker, let's play Hold'em, you know, up the river, down the river. Like, you know, we were cashing in checks early, trying to just sitting out there gambling.
People giving up a whole paycheck over here. Well, there goes my Liberty call.
That's why you picked up other people's duty to make some money.
Yeah.
No, we wound up getting a Wi-Fi router, even though we weren't actually connected to the internet, and we would have everybody's like PS3s connected to it, and be able to play against each other, like Call of Duty or Madden or whatever. So we would have like two teams, one set up in one tent, one set up in the other tent, and that's how we would keep our team separated. So there was no screen gazing or any of that crap.
You call it screen gazing, we called it meat gazing. You know, whatever.
We
We don't want to know what you did in the bathroom.
Whoa.
You know why they got their names on their back pocket?
Let's all right, let's shift from what we did for fun to what our actual MOS, what our actual jobs were. I know that we've talked about it before, we've been over it. I'll start. I was a damage control firefighter, and basically I taught the ship how to fight fires because you don't get to call 911 when you're out to sea. And then I was also the specialist for chemical, biological, and radiological warfare. So, Arliss, what about you?
I was 93 Delta surface to air missile defense.
I don't know what that is.
I have no idea.
That ain't me.
I didn't do
Chris,
it.
is that you?
What's going on?
Do you not hear it?
It wasn't me.
It was just like a wave of. It was just
A wave of static or something.
Somebody cheering
No.
or something.
I don't know. I don't hear anything.
So,
That was weird.
So missile defense is what you said you were, Arliss?
Yeah, surface to air missile defense.
You who pushed the button? It
Was
wasn't
you
me,
able to
though,
hear
was
that?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to say.
All right, Chris.
All I am allowed to say though is we had a lot of fun blowing up shit.
It's going good.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
All right, now I'm hearing like a wave.
It's just like background noise in the thing.
Yeah,
Did
weird.
you hear it?
I don't know. I heard it like when Arliss stopped talking. Like it sounded like a
Okay, whatever it is, it's gone now. Oh, it's back.
Anyways, let's see what happens. I was a 2111, which is small arms technician, so I was an armorer.
So you worked in did you work in an armory?
Yeah. I was one of our main armorers when I was in Camp Pendleton, and then when I was over in Iraq and Kuwait.
So you were in charge of giving people their weapons.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And making sure that they cleaned them. And if they were a bunch of jerks, I made sure they cleaned them very well.
I would just take it back real quick, grab the firing pin, and go, "Where's the firing pin?" Why not?
Well,
It's a good time. Brendan, we're on you, buddy.
I was a bosun's mate. I basically was responsible for search and rescue missions, being in charge of the boat, the crew, all that kind of stuff. So I was at a small, in which, so we weren't long amount of time as you for about it.
Brendan's breaking up. You're breaking up pretty bad.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, you were breaking up pretty bad.
Oh, sorry. I
And
don't know
now.
what's going on. I was a Bose's mate. I was responsible. I was for driving the boat, navigating the boat, keeping the crew safe while we do search and rescue missions, that type of thing. Yeah. But nice and easy.
He was in charge of the whole thing, the whole boat. Like
whole boat.
Mark
Well,
would have said,
see,
he
now
was
I
in charge
can't-
of the
see,
whole
now I
Coast
can't-
Guard.
See now I can't say that. Fred was part of the Coast Guard, so he was not the whole damn Coast Guard.
Wes, your job.
All right, started out as 11 Bravo infantry, convoy security detail, personal security detail, some QRF, quick response force. A lot of the background stuff that you normally don't get to see. And then did that 6 years, and then switched over to 88 Lima, which is watercraft engineer. And that was interesting, going from never seeing water to being on the water all the time.
See, I knew Wes always wanted to be in the Navy.
No, it was funny. We were pulling up into Puerto Rico, and we had a nuke come floating up behind us. And being the engineer, we had to get everything switched on shore power, do all of our PMCSs, and clean, whatever to get ready to head back out again. And as we come walking down the gangplank, we were right next to the nuke, and then we wound up running into some of the senior officers on the nuke, and they're like, "Hey, y'all want to come on board and see what we got?" And I'm like, "Abso-freaking-lutely." So we went walk. They gave us a tour of the whole thing, and as we were coming off, there were some lower enlisted, and we're like, "Hey, you want to come look at our puny little boat?" And took them around on it. It was a LSV, which is about a 249-foot long cargo mover. And start walking around. We started up at the helm, worked our way down to the stater rooms and the head and everything else. And one of them started keeping count of how many bunks he's seen. And he's like, "How many guys you got on this ship right now?" We're like, 14. He goes, "Well, you got 19 beds on here." We're like, "Yeah, so?" He goes, "Everybody gets their own bunk?" We're like, "Yeah."
Fred, what about you?
No
buddy?
hot swaps here.
What was your gig?
Machinery. MK. Keep it. Most of mates break them, we fix them. So he knows. He knows.
So Brendan's driving the boat, but you're literally doing everything else to make sure that he can drive the boat.
Yeah, it's a team effort, though. Especially the small boat crews. You got an MK. You got boarding officer, which a lot of times is a bosun mate because they're just trying to jump into that. And they like to drive it, but they want somebody else to navigate it. So when they run to the ground, I wasn't navigating. I was just driving it. But ultimately, it comes back on them.
They pointed and said, "Go that way." That's what I did.
Yeah.
I had a chief, Fred, that almost drove into an island.
Sounds right.
Was he asleep?
No, it was in the middle of the day. They were doing night ops in the middle of the day, so they covered all the windows.
Oh yeah, they had the blankets on. Yeah.
Yeah, and he almost ran aground on an island. You can see it on the radar.
Oh, I'd hope so. If you had it tuned right, anyway.
All right, let's favorite thing to get from home when you are away from home. All right, let you go first.
Next time, I'll stay longer. I promise.
Thanks,
next
Brendan.
time,
Thank you, buddy.
next time I'll let you know more ahead of time instead of just a few days that I gave you.
No, it's
Brendan,
And
you're
I-
always-
and I-
Brendan, whenever
and-
it says Veterans Show, just be like, "Oh, they're going to want me on the show."
And also, Brendan, you still owe us. We still owe you to come on your show. So just remember that.
Yep, we'll make it happen soon, very soon.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you.
And make sure you go make fun of him a whole lot.
Gladly.
All All right, I was saying, guys, some of the best stuff that you got when you were away from home. I'm sure you guys got care packages. I'd like to start with Arliss again. Arliss, did you receive any care packages when you were deployed?
Biggest thing and stuff for me was just getting letters from home. I mean, just knowing how the family was doing and everything, that meant more to me than anything.
Yep. I loved in the letters though, the getting pictures, especially like I had small children, so getting pictures of my kids in those letters was absolutely fantastic. You know.
Yeah,
You'd
my
like sit there
wife
and
was
read the
actually
letter.
pregnant at the time.
Yep. So you didn't get the ultrasound picture? Like, hey, here, I want to send you this.
Well, you know, I'm a little bit, you know, on the older side, so you know they didn't have the fancy stuff, you know, where they could take pictures and send them to you like they can now.
I got you. So the letters from home for Arliss. Chris, what about you, buddy?
Beef jerky and cigarettes. Because like I was a menthol smoker for a long time, and when I was deployed, they were very hard to get. Like it was mainly smoking Marlboro Reds over there. I was not a fan.
Yep. Wes, what about you, buddy?
Actually, I was lucky enough to have a USO, so we were able to call home quite a bit. But my son was like second, third grade or something like that. His teacher found out that I was deployed, and she got the whole class to write a letter and, you know, send gifts. And I wound up getting a big care package from the classroom, which was pretty awesome, from a whole bunch of, you know, second, third graders.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is cool. Fred?
Well, I wasn't deployed a whole lot, so I did get a package once. You know, there was a collector's 10 for some Budweiser bottles, but I actually had Budweiser in there, so I was pretty excited about that. I was like, whatever. But
Well, there
yeah,
you
you
go.
go out for 30 days, you get back to it, so I don't really call it a deployment.
So guys, when we would deploy, we always knew that bad news was coming when we got steak and lobster or had an ice cream social. Do you guys remember any kind of bad news and how it was delivered? You know, like what was your meal? Like, hey, by the way, you're not getting an MRE today. You're gonna get a steak dinner. Arliss?
Steak dinner, those cheap bastards wouldn't. It'd have to go kill a cow first. Yeah, no. The only time we knew things were going to be bad is if the big brass showed up. Then you knew things, you know, are not, you know, going to go too well. But yeah, no, we didn't get. They didn't give us shit when it came to fancy dinners or anything.
I figured if they're going to deliver some bad news,
That'd have been nice.
Guys.
I'm missing out. You're talking about ice cream parties and shit and stuff. Like, what the hell's that?
Well, that's because we knew Navy. Dude, we were about to get it so hard you don't even realize, man. Like, hey, by the way, your 6-month deployment is now a 9-month deployment. So there's that. Enjoy your steak and lobster, guys. And like when I say steak, I'm talking like the bottom of a fucking boot. You know what I mean? And the lobster was probably a crawdad that was just
disguised.
Some barnacles. Yeah, they found some barnacles on the bottom of that submarine that Wes got to go and check out. Chris, what about you, buddy? If they were going to deliver bad news, how was it? What happened beforehand? Anything special?
I mean, being in the Marine Corps, like there was no sugarcoating. They were just like when I got the call that I was going to Kuwait, I was in, it was January 26, 2003. I was in downtown San Diego for the Super Bowl, and I was walking around with some friends, and I got a call, and they're like, "Hey, you're deploying tomorrow. Get back here." I was like, "Oh, great. I got to figure out how to get from San Diego to Pendleton during the Super Bowl and pack and leave." And then we ended up sitting on the tarmac for 3 days. So,
Oh, that's ridiculous.
yeah.
Hurry up and
That's
wait.
the Marine Corps government. Hurry up and wait.
That's right.
At least that's something we all have in common there.
Right?
Yeah, the Army's no different when it comes to that.
Oh, no.
More waiting than
That's
hurrying.
I think that's every branch, and it carried on into my civilian career too. I mean, you go to a VA appointment. Do you know how long it takes guys to get a VA appointment typically? Like, hey, I got something wrong with me. Okay, no problem. We'll see you in 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I could be dead in 2 to 3 months because you don't want to see me, you know?
Yeah, once I got my good insurance, I was like, "Peace out, VA." I was like, "I don't need you anymore." Because like,
I won't go to a VA either, so I'm right there with you, Chris.
Yeah, because like I was going to the Detroit VA, and like that place was like a walking hellhole.
Well, I mean, you're in Detroit.
Well, okay. I worked there, so it's gotten better. It's gotten better. But no, that place is like it's what Detroit used to be. It's just terrible. And yeah, like the service, like the VA needs to step up more.
All right, Wes. Delivering bad news. What came first?
We had a dining in, and they catered wing house for us, and had the wing house girls come in and serve us.
Just to tell you that you'll never get to see these wings again.
Pretty much. That's how we found out we were going on deployment.
That sucks.
So,
Jesus.
yeah, it was like, woohoo! Look at all this. Oh shit, we're going. What?
You knew something was up. There's no reason that they're doing this for us out of the kindness of their heart.
Yeah, why are we getting all this stuff here? And yeah,
it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas for us guys that get to deploy. Fred, what about you?
Well, with us, it was pretty much when I was on a 225-foot buoy tender, and we go out for our checking the buoys, make sure they're all in bugging place they're supposed to be in, and all that. And we'd service them too, so we'd pull up the anchors, the rocks that hold them down, all that, clean them. Well, I wouldn't. The bosun mates would. I'd just sit in the engine room and make sure the fucking ship was doing what it was supposed to do. But it would be time to come back in, to replenish, and I'd be like, all right, let's clean the ship head to toe. Do that for good day. Thinking we're going back in. No, we're heading to some other port to replenish and go farther south, or be out another 30 days, or then they don't tell you where you're going. So, but I was from the whole area that I was patrolling anyway, so I was like, hey, that looks familiar. I was like, oh, I know where we're at. Next thing you know, they're like, yeah, we're pulling into the Keys, but we're going to be down here for 6 months. I was like, oh, that's the
damn.
And there he went.
I guess he had to deploy again.
Well, that's
Uncle Sam's watching.
He's just down there watching the bosun mates clean the goddamn anchors, bro. And then he was
Coast
gone.
Guard, always bailing early.
They learned how to bail because they got buckets full of water, bud.
Oh,
All right, there you go.
Hey.
You didn't miss much.
Since you cleaned the boat, we're gonna let you come back on the screen now. All right, let's all right, guys, let's Mark wants to play a game with us. It is called
We're gonna take
Florida.
Yes.
But we're gonna take a quick break. Everybody go replenish, go pee-pee, do whatever you need to do, and come right back here. In the meantime, Mark is going to play music from a band that we intend on having on the show on Thursday, right, Mark?
They will be on the show Thursday for our 100th show.
And that band is called
Let Me Bleed. And the song is called Void. It's called Void.
All right, guys, we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Darkness haunting me, obsessed with thoughts of things that I'll never be. I will never find happiness in these empty wells, in all of my excess. If numbing the pain means I'm gonna lose myself, and take me away, cause I've become someone else, the void will grow if you don't run. I feel it creeping up, creeping up. I'm going insane. All the voices are making me dig my fucking grave. Out of body, out of mind. Won't make it another night. Why do I feel so alive when I fall into the void? I'm not the person I once was, the person you thought you knew, the monster I tried to forget about. The darkness is comforting, I hate who I used to be. I'm scared of the person staring back at me. I'm drowning in regret for things that I can't change. I'm haunted by the past, the ghost that still remains. I'm trying to move on, but I am held in chains. I know that I cannot hide from what lives inside of me. I feel it creeping up, creeping up. I'm going insane. All the voices are making me dig my fucking grave. Out of body, out of mind. Won't make it another night. Why do I feel so alive when I fall into the void? Creeping up, I'm going insane. All the voices are making me, they're making me. I feel it creeping up, I'm going insane. All the voices are making me dig my fucking grave. Out of body, out of mind. Won't make it another night. Why do I feel so alive when I fall into the void?
That was Let Me Bleed, Void. Brand new music from Let Me Bleed. And guys, like I said, we will have the band on the show Thursday. That's this week at 8 p.m. Just like we had the Southern Outlaws band, hopefully we'll get to know these guys the same. And hopefully they become a part of the family, just like Arliss and the guys from the Southern Outlaws band. Those guys are fantastic as well. And Arliss, we are going to keep playing your music too, because you told us it was good. So I don't know if you watched the show 2 weeks ago. We did play. We
play yours about every 2 weeks, or every other week. We play at least one of his songs.
Oh yeah, have to.
We appreciate it.
It's great music, man. You can't go wrong with great music. That's the plus. So
thank you. Now you can tell those
back.
guys when you interview. I mean, hell of a heavy metal band. Awesome job.
So far, all three songs that I've played so far, I mean, they're really good. They just something about them. They like mental health. They're for it and stuff like that. And I think that it's a good thing that they put in their music. It's really fucking awesome music.
Yeah.
I feel like they have an original sound as well. I mean, I've heard, like heavy metal, like super fast metal songs and stuff like that, but I feel like theirs is a little bit different from what I'm used to. You know what I mean? So
right. It's got a different feel to it.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have them on Thursday for our 100th show, and go from there. Keep going.
But guys, we're back now, and I know that some people are saying, "Hey, look, man, I don't feel so great, and I want to leave." Don't leave. Stick around. We're playing a game here called
Chris. After the game, it's only 5 headlines. You can leave after that, okay? Because I know you don't.
I know you don't feel well, man, and thank you for sticking in there, Chris. That's what a real Marine would do.
That's okay. That's what happens when I, make him feel guilty.
All right, guys. So the game is called Florida.
Does he need some crayons?
That's the problem. He ate them before he came on the show.
I haven't had enough. That's the issue.
The purple ones don't taste like purple anymore. So the game is called Florida or Not Florida, guys. It is a very simple game. There's 5 headlines. Mark's going to read them one at a time, and all you're going to do is tell me, is it in Florida or not Florida? And we're just going to kind of keep tally here. So I'm not going to play. I'm just going to keep score. So I've got Arliss, I've got Chris, I've got Wes, and Fred. All right, guys.
You get an extra point if you can tell me the state that it happened. If you pick not Florida, all right.
Okay.
We'll start this off easy. 380-pound man hides meth in his belly button.
Arliss, you're up first. Did that happen in Florida or not Florida?
I'm gonna guess Florida.
Okay, it was buffering on my end, so I didn't catch all that.
Hold on, Arliss. I couldn't hear him. Could you?
Oh, he said he was
380-pound man got arrested and had meth in his belly button.
Did that happen in Florida or not Florida?
I'll say Florida.
Arliss is Florida. Chris, what did you say?
I said Florida. Probably every answer is going to be Florida because that state is crazy.
Florida.
Oh, stop it. And Fred, is it Florida or not Florida?
Sounds like West Virginia.
So you want to go West Virginia and then say not Florida?
Sounds like Newport Richie to me.
All right, West Virginia. All right, so I got 3 Floridas and a West Virginia. Go ahead, Mark. Is it Florida or not Florida? It is Florida. Sorry,
Pete.
Fred, you don't get a point on that one.
St. Pete. Oh, it was close with Newport Richie.
All right, Mark, what's your next one?
Man throws beer bottle at bartender when she changed Black Sabbath to Christmas music.
She deserved to get a bottle thrown at her. Just saying. You can't turn Black Sabbath off. Okay, so Arliss, you're up. Go ahead. Is that Florida or not Florida?
I've heard this.
I'll say Florida.
Arliss going Florida. Chris, you're up, buddy.
I'm going to say Texas.
Texas. I got Wes going Florida, not Florida.
I'm going to go with Florida. I
Wes
think
is
I heard
Florida
this.
on it.
I think I've heard this story before.
And Fred, the ball is in your court now, sir. Is it Florida or not Florida?
Florida.
It is Florida. And Mark, is it Florida or not Florida? It is not Florida.
Wisconsin.
It's not Florida.
Wisconsin.
Oh, wow.
Is it really Wisconsin?
Yeah.
They're normally so friendly up there.
And yeah, I should know.
2 down, 3 to go, boys. Here we go.
Man eluded police for 3 months after escaping jail. Comes out of hiding to buy the new Call of Duty video game. And the funny part is he was serving 13 years out of a 17-year sentence.
He had already served 13 years.
Yep, out of 17.
He play Call of Duty. I'll tell you what.
He escaped from jail when he was at his 13th year, and he still had 17 or 4 more to go.
4 years left.
Arliss, did that take place in Florida or not Florida?
I'd say not Florida. That sounds like a New York thing.
Arliss thinks New York. Okay. Chris, did that happen in Florida or not Florida, sir?
I was going to say not Florida because I feel like it's got to be someplace where there's a lot of rural areas. So like Wyoming or something like that.
Wyoming. And Wes, Florida, not Florida?
Not Florida.
What state do you think, sir?
Pennsylvania.
PA. Ooh.
That's a good one.
And Fred, Florida or not Florida, sir?
Thinking not. Ohio.
And Ohio. Everybody said not Florida. Mark, does it happen in Florida or not Florida, sir? It is not Florida. Where did it happen?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama.
Okay.
Well, you guys get the point for not Florida. But
Wow.
Yeah, we were kind of.
Nobody's gotten the state right though.
not yet.
There's
Not yet.
out of it, we've only had one person ever get the state right so far.
Okay.
All right, Mark. What's the next?
Man sexually assaults the stuffed animal Olaf at a Target. When he was done with that, he went to a unicorn.
Wait. What?
What?
A man, okay. Man sexually assaulted a stuffed animal.
Okay.
And then they went to explain it was Olaf that he sexually assaulted. He put it back on the shelf after he was done, and then he picked up a unicorn and did the same thing to it.
I thought you said uniform. So I was like, what does that even mean?
Arliss, did that happen in Florida or not Florida, sir?
I'm going to say Florida.
I got Arliss going Florida on this one, boys. Chris.
I'm going to say not Florida, California.
Wes.
Florida.
Where
And Fred.
Wes, if it is Florida, we're in Florida.
Orlando.
No, that's not how the game works.
No, I'm just curious if you think it's Florida, where do you think it is?
Inverness.
Orlando.
Homosassa.
Come on, we just got a Target here. Come on.
Fred, where
Moving
did it
on
happen,
up.
buddy? Florida or not Florida?
Florida.
We're at all right, so I got California and 3 Floridas. And Mark, did it happen in Florida or not Florida, sir?
Nah.
It did happen in Florida.
Pinellas
Where
Park.
did it happen?
Pinellas Park.
I don't even know where that is. So.
It's by Tampa.
It's right outside St. Pete.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Mark. And the last one is
Let's see here. Thief loses pants when trying to steal a package off a porch. He lost his pants running, and he went down a hill. That's where they had to call the ambulance and pick him up.
oh my god, the dude tried to steal a package. Doesn't only get busted for stealing the package, but has to take the ride of shame.
Yep.
Wow. Arliss, did that
He
happen
fell down
in
a hill.
Florida or not Florida? It's Jack and Jill. It was the Jack and Jill story, I bet.
Not Florida, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Ooh.
I'm thinking Kentucky.
Okay.
Okay. Chris, Florida or not Florida?
I think Arliss has gotten everyone right, so I'm gonna go with not Florida. But I don't have a guess.
I don't know. Pick something with a hill. Pick a hilly state.
New York.
Wes.
Let's say not Florida and Virginia.
And Fred.
Not Florida, Rhode Island.
Okay. So everybody is not Florida on this one. Mark, did it happen in Florida or not Florida?
It's not Florida. And one of the hilliest places in the United States, one of them, Colorado.
Oh.
Colorado.
Well, whenever he said he rolled down a hill, I was like, yeah, that definitely ain't Florida.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I was trying to think. I was like, does Florida have hills?
He probably rolled first before he went down the hill.
We have little ones.
All right, guys. We have a 3-way tie. Arliss, Wes, and Chris. Congratulations.
Yay.
All right.
Unfortunately, I don't have a tiebreaker this time. Normally,
That's
I write
okay.
down extra ones, but
Fred, you were only one behind the group, man. Unfortunately, so
normally I send
you guys all stickers anyway.
Normally, I send you guys stickers, but Wes already got some, and so did the Southern Outlaws. They got.
No, I didn't get
stickers, too.
stickers. I got a hat and a shirt.
You got a shirt, or you got the hat? Yeah, I gave you a hat, so you're fine.
Yeah,
I'll send some stickers.
We're gonna
send you
send some
some stickers.
stickers.
Wait a minute. We just got stickers, Wes. I mean, you got a hat.
I had to pay for the shirt.
Oh,
Yeah,
he had to pay
got
for
a
he had to
shirt.
pay for the shirt, and the hat was from Brian's.
$20. $20. If anybody wants to buy one of these shirts, I think Chris bought one. Chris, you bought one or two of them, didn't you?
No,
No,
my
I
cousin
didn't.
Todd. My cousin Todd did. He
Yeah.
bought 3 of them.
Chris, you're slacking.
I'm such a slacker. I mean, I forgot his birthday. Jeez.
Yeah, see,
Arliss, what size
No.
shirt are you getting from
he's
us?
not. Hey,
What size do
he's
you
not
need?
he's not the only. I had another sibling that actually forgot my birthday too.
I forgot his
But-
birthday.
Stephanie?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. And
No.
he's my.
It
Oh,
was one of my.
that's for me.
He's my
It's one of my
partner.
sisters, but it's. Oh yeah, Brian even forgot it.
I saw
All
it
right,
on
guys,
Facebook.
well, I'm heading out. Thank you very much
All
for
right.
having me. I hope you guys have a great
Give the
evening.
girls.
Hey,
Give
it was
the
great
girls.
meeting you, Chris.
Give the girls
Nice meeting you
hugs
too.
for me, and
I will.
Good seeing you again, buddy.
tell the wife I
All right.
said hello.
Catch you later,
All right,
Chris.
man. Sounds good. See you guys.
See you later, Chris.
Maybe. I was gonna say, and then there were 5. That's it, guys. There was just the 5 of us now. So now that Chris isn't here and we can literally talk about the Marine Corps, what do you guys want to
just
say
me.
bad about the Marine Corps? No, I'm just kidding. Listen, I love every single one of you guys, and I appreciate your service to our country. I had a great time with my time in the military, but there was also some heartache as well. I didn't get to see a lot of infield stuff, but with that being said, we were still on the front lines, and we still had to look out for one another, and we still do that to this day. So I know you guys say you don't use the VA, and that's fine and all, but if you don't want to go to the VA, that's one thing, but utilize their services. They do have some good services for the VA stuff. If you want any kind of like free, if you need a lift somewhere, like free ride somewhere, you can actually call the VA. The VA has a bus service that will take you to the closest like hospital, like the closest VA hospital. And then if you like, say you were needed to go to the closest VA hospital to you could get a free ride to them. So stuff like that, just silly stuff that you can utilize them for.
I mean, I will say this.
I have to use them for the medical stuff because I don't have the ability to buy the insurance. The insurance is so damn expensive right now. It's dumb. I just can't. There's no way.
I mean, I had a real bad experience when I lived in Florida with the VA, but since I've been up here in Virginia and got reconnected back with the VA up here, it's actually a lot different up here than it is down there. I have to say that much.
Fred, do you use the VA at all?
Yeah, I do. I was actually on the phone with him today. I'll be there Friday, so I go quite regularly for different stuff. But yeah, they're all right.
Did you start putting your packet together for disability and stuff?
No, my things have been crazy, man. Last time we talked about all that. It's just been one thing after another. Life gets real busy when summer's wrapping up or in the middle of summer, because you only got a couple months to enjoy it. So then
for you guys.
Yeah, exactly. I flew down to Florida to see for my brother's wedding. Landed an hour before they shut down TIA for the fuck that one hurricane that went up and hit the Big Bend area. Yeah,
Helene, whatever it was,
or that other sumbitch.
No, the other one came in 10 days later. I flew out right before that one got there. I was like, I'm out of here.
They're trying to wipe us off the map, guys. I don't know what it is. These hurricanes, they every time we turn around, you see a hurricane coming right for Florida, and it's like, holy crap, here we go.
I have friends that tried to get me to go to California, and I'm like, no, I ain't going to California. Y'all have earthquakes. And they're like, well, you guys get hurricanes. I'm like, at least we get a week's notice.
Yeah, that earthquake.
Damn good point.
Listen, I have slept through earthquakes in California when I was stationed there, and my wife said, "You didn't feel that earthquake?" I'm like, "The hell? I didn't feel no earthquake. What the hell are you talking about?"
I don't think I would feel one because fuck, I was used to sleeping in the fucking engine room or wherever. Like,
Same. Arliss is over there doing some artillery fires with his sleep. He's like, "Oh shit, what was that?"
Rocket the boat.
Hey, Arliss, quick question for you. I know you can't say if you pushed the button or not, but did you guys pick the person that pushed the button by playing rock, paper, scissors?
They all had a button. They just didn't know which one was.
No, there was no doubt. Yeah, the way that stuff all gets set up is you got one guy stuff that puts in the designation coordinates, and you got another guy and stuff that's actually doing the firing. So, but yeah, like I said, most of the training and stuff for those is done in White Sands, New Mexico, and
I've been there.
Yeah, we got to blow a lot of shit up. That was I think that was the funnest part.
The Amendment 2.
When I joined the National Guard after I left the military, when I left the Navy,
Mexico,
Mark over there with
party up over there.
Yeah, White Sands. I went out there. I didn't get to stay long. I think we did a 3-day training exercise out there where we got to do some
gonna pass too.
some live bangs and stuff like that. So some live ammo, some live rounds and stuff. It was a good time. Cold as shit at night though.
I know I got to work with some Pathfinders before, and that shit was pretty cool.
Cold at night.
Didn't pass.
Yeah.
What?
They got no. Amendment 6 didn't pass. They got no.
What's that, Wes?
That's the
I'm getting distracted right now.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah,
No,
Mark, you
no, I
wanna-
got to work with Pathfinders for the Army, which is it's just an extra badge, thing to wear. And it's a 2-week school, and every day they get a test, and they have to pass at 80%. And if you fail one test, you're out. But they set up LZs. They do all kinds of like recon type stuff, shit like that. But it was cool to get to work with them and set up LZs and watch them set up the deck cord and blow trees off right at the base. And all right, we got an LZ right here.
Nice. No, we didn't get to cut down no trees or anything, but we got to pop smoke and throw some nades and some flashbangs and light off some. Back then, the baby saw is what we were carrying around.
The 249.
Yeah. So great gun. What a fucking piece of machinery that thing was, but a bitch to take apart and clean.
What?
I hated it. I was not breaking.
Dude, I could take it apart and put it back together with blindfolds. That was my weapon for 3 years.
And they call it a light machine gun, guys. Why? What is the Army's problem with calling this thing a light machine gun?
Because the 240 weighs more.
Because it ain't mounted.
You can mount a 249.
Yeah.
But
we had 50s and they were mounted. 60s weren't.
All right. So we have we've been on the show for an hour. Is there anything in particular that you guys want to discuss and talk about and just get off your chest or anything? Remember, there are people watching.
Well, so you got to keep it.
What's the rating on this?
There is no rating. I just want to let you know that there are people watching. There might
Yeah,
not
that's
be
what I
many
was just
people
going to
watching,
ask.
There's not a ton of people watching, but there's enough people watching.
Well, I think the
where
one question is what was the funnest thing that everybody did when they had leave?
That's a good one. I'd say for me, well, it wasn't really leave. It was Liberty. We pulled in and took Liberty for Mardi Gras. That's pretty good.
There you go.
So we pulled into Boston. I was on the USS John F. Kennedy, and we pulled into Boston, and we did the whole Irish parade thing with the Boston PD. And then the next thing I know, they just took a bunch of sailors and said, "Come on, guys, you're with us." And they fed us. They gave us hotel rooms. They brought our drinks for the. I was like, "Holy crap! Why? Why are they doing it? Are they trying to kidnap us?"
Well, you've been on a boat for a while. They might think that you wanted some.
It was a good time. Boston was a good time. I'd go back to Boston. New York, they hated us. I don't know why. Fleet Week, you pull in, you go to Fleet Week, and it was like you wear your uniform and try to talk to people, and they'd be like, "Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here." Okay, easy. But yeah, Boston, I'm going to say for me. What about you, Arliss?
Oh, we used to wind up going to war as Mexico. That was before the cartels got a hold of it. And I won't say because of, certain people watching, but they did take us to a particular show that they do in Mexico. And I will say that you'll never look at things the same way twice ever again. I know Fred knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, there was donkeys involved.
It does exist, guys.
Yes, it does. I've never been there, but one of the guys I deployed with, the dude was freaking crazy, but he was like, yeah, he wound up marrying a girl in Mexico and all that kind of shit. And he, saving up all his money and stuff to go back. But Yeah, what he did for spare time whenever we were on deployment is that he had 2 terabytes of nothing but porn, and it was categorized on what it was.
There's a-
2 terabytes. It was like, damn, dude. And he goes, and I've seen them all.
You know, that was
Yeah,
that
always
was
a
one of our
bridesmaid, never a burl.
Never a pearl. There was that. So you talk about porn. That was actually that was basically money, man. You know, if you owned any porn DVDs, magazines, or anything like that, when you walked onto a ship, you'd just be like, "Anybody want to buy this? Oh yeah, how much? What you got? Let me hold it. Here's $5." You know what I mean? Like, no, you can keep it because I don't want it back when you're. Just go ahead.
Pages would be sticking together.
Why is it wet? It's soggy. Get it away from me. Oh man, that was a good time, man. You know, how long were you guys in for? I did 12 active with the Navy, and then I did 3 National Guard. So
Just 4 for me. Then I got out and became a deputy sheriff and then eventually a SWAT commander for Stark County, Ohio.
big timer.
Is that Ohio? Where Ohio? You said
Stark County,
Stark County. Okay, I don't know where that is. but-
where the Football Hall of Fame is.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Home of the Football Hall of Fame.
Wes, you
I got-
retired from the military, right?
I did 8 years.
8.
Yep.
Okay.
I did did a 2-4 split, 2 years active, 4 years guard, and then got out of the guard and went reserves for 2 years. And that's when I did the watercraft engineering.
Gotcha. Fred, how long did you spend in there?
15.
15. Everybody bitches at me. They're like, well, you had such, like, you were on the cusp of getting out and retiring. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Things happen, dude. I think life happens for everybody. I mean, there's a reason that we only did the time that we did. And I think we all did it for a reason, right? So if you could go back and do it all over again, would you change anything?
Yeah.
MOS status. No.
I've done things different.
I think I would have done a couple of things different too. I think. I mean, I would have studied harder for exams. That's for damn sure. And I don't think I would have. Don't get me wrong, man. The Navy is known for being drunken sailors. I was the epitome of, unfortunately. So I think I would have convinced myself not to be that. You know.
Yeah, that was a big setback for my first 7-8 years. I was just, E2, E3, get off, you're going and you're drinking and partying, and then what bit me in the ass is I got comfortable. I got comfortable in where I was at, and didn't advance as fast as I should have. So later in my career, bit me in the ass, because if you didn't make certain rank by a certain amount of years in, then they were pushing you out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a cousin, he's still in, but he was SF. And after he made his E6 in SF, they told him that he had to go to college and all that stuff to become E7. And he was like, I don't want to go to college. I'm good where I'm at. They were like, well, then you can't be an SF no more, and booted him out of SF.
I wound up getting medically retired, but
Yeah.
if that hadn't been going on, I'd have been pushed out just because I wasn't at the high enough rank for my 15 year.
Right.
So
Yeah, they want to. I feel like they don't want you to succeed, but they want you to succeed enough to get away from where you're at now. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have a lot of competition in the military, and don't get me wrong, competition's great, but I don't feel that there are some people that are up to par with, you know, what's going, what the real world's going to be. You know what I mean? Like they have good testing skills. They just have no personal.
Because you can pass a test doesn't mean you can be a leader.
Correct. They have no reason to be a leader because they're not designed for that role. And it happened, man. I had an E6 that he knew everything when it came to paperwork, when it came to plotting and stuff like that. But personally, as far as being a leader and telling his guys what to do, he just couldn't do it. He just could not, absolutely not do it. He would come back to us as E4s and E5s and say, "Hey, listen, what do you guys think we should do?" And I'm like, "No, this you're in charge.
This is your call.
No, this is your shit show, and you gotta deal with it, bud. I work for you. You don't work for me. Because if that was the way it was supposed to be, then we would have changed things already." So,
I loved it whenever we had fresh butter bars coming into the unit. You know, ones that never spent a day in the actual military. They just went to college, got their degree, and now you're an officer in the military. And they're like, "Hey, this is how we're going to do things." And we're looking at them going,
"No, it don't work that way."
No. You know, but then you had ones, you know, that started out, you know, E1 and, you know, worked their way up the rank, then went OCS, and then they came back as a lieutenant. And you could definitely tell that those guys knew what the hell they were doing. You know.
Did you have to deal with any of that?
I did that.
Yeah, I
new
totally
officers.
agree with that.
Did you deal with new officers, Arliss?
What's that?
New officers.
Yeah, I agreed with Wes 100%. I mean, we've dealt with officers, you know, that went to college and did all that, came out, you know, as an officer, and to me, they didn't know shit or how to relate to people. But you got the guys and stuff that worked their way up, you know, the line, then took, you know, the OCS, and those guys, I mean, they were relatable. You know, they went through everything, and plus they were more respected. You know, they were highly respected. You know, because I mean, hey, they earned it. But
they started at the bottom.
Like I said, I agree with Wes 100%. Damn straight. Yeah.
I think
so. They knew it
wasn't just I think that's how they should all have to do it. Even if they go to school, I feel like they should.
I think so.
I feel like they should still have to be enlisted for 3 years minimum. 3 years minimum enlisted. Let them
know what it's like to be shit on.
Yeah, absolutely. Because then it brings more respect to the table when you're trying to tell your guys what they need to do, how they need to accomplish the goal, and what you expect from them.
But we'd go out do field exercises, and we would have like this fresh butter bar, you know, coming in. "All right, guys, this is our objective. This is how we're going to move. This is how we're going to do it. Blah 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 blah." And we're all looking at them going, "We're going to get indexed real quick." "Okay, sir, let's do it." And sure as shit, you know, First Sergeant and the CO would be like, "Index, y'all didn't even make it halfway through. You're all dead." And we go sit down and have our talk afterwards, and you know, that butter bar be going, "Well, according to this book here," and I'll be like, "Sir, can I see your field book?" "Why?" "Because I need shit paper."
We're gonna set this over here, and we'll come back to it later.
Yeah.
Put the book down, dude. Listen, trial and error is how you have to kind of do things. I feel like, right? You can teach your guys what you want them to know, but listen, I taught when I was on a ship. I had to teach all the new guys coming onto the ship, not guys, girls. Listen, here's how we operate as a cohesive unit to be firefighters, right? Because everybody on the ship becomes a firefighter. You have to. You have a job to do. Because you don't get to, like I said, you don't get to call 911. You can call me, but what happens if I die? Listen, there's only so many of us, and there's more crew than anything else. So you would teach these guys this is what this kind of fire is. This is how you put it out.
Yep.
You give them a quiz, just to talk, man. Just talking to these guys. Guys, listen. What we talked about this 5 minutes ago. What is this? Yeah. I'm like, dude. I think more hands-on. I think more hands-on gets the job done. Quite honestly.
It was like whenever I went through watercraft engineering, for phase 1, because it was a 3-phase school. Phase 1 was just basic, operations of the boat. We had to go through firefighter training. We had to go through damage control, because like I said, there was only like 12, 14 of us on the entire boat, and Sea Tow ain't coming out to get us.
That's right. You rely on one another, dude. You don't have a choice.
So, I mean, we spent 8 hours doing our job, 8 hours on fire watch, and then we had 8 hours of rest. And whenever we were on fire watch, we had to have our fire bunker within a couple feet of us because we still had that 2-minute drill to where you had to have it on and ready to go.
Yep.
And then not only that, we still had to do the whole Coast Guard training, getting off, being able to jump off, abandoned ship with a fire, without a fire, and, cold water, all that shit. We had to do all the Coast Guard training too.
Got to learn how to float when you're in the water. You can't just
Exactly.
tread water all day long.
Yeah. Using your pants as floating devices.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh man. So what about locations? Any specific locations that you guys got to spend any amount of time in that you really enjoyed?
What was that? Sorry, I had somebody try calling me.
I said any locations, and I'm going to start with our list. Any locations that you guys got to spend your time in that you really enjoyed?
I'd have to say when we were in Texas, because our main base was Fort Bliss, Texas, and it sucked. But when we got to go, over towards Fort Worth and all that, we had a lot of fun. That was one nice thing about being stationed in Texas. Fort Bliss, though, yeah, what a shithole. I mean, it's in El Paso in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
it really sucked. So, but yeah, we got to, like I said, being stationed in Texas, I mean, there were so many nice places to wind up, going. And, I think, that was, outside of our base. I mean, it was a lot of nice places to go to. So I think, yeah.
Texas. What about you, Wes?
I mean, I was at Fort Hood. I was at Fort Hood for a while, and that's in Killeen, which is 3 hours from everything. I don't know. I actually got to do some cross training with the German army at one point, and whenever we were flying, whenever we were coming home from deployment, we wound up having an issue with our plane. So we were stuck in Germany for like 3 days. Well, a couple of the guys that were, that we trained with a couple years earlier found out we were there, and they came and got us and took us around Germany a little bit. So that was pretty cool.
I kind of wish I would have went. I wish I would have gotten an opportunity to go. That would have been fantastic.
But
I've heard
we
nothing
couldn't go
but
too
good
far.
things
But
about Germany, so.
Yeah.
Well, you visited a lot of countries as it was, Brian.
Yeah, but I've never been to Germany. The countries that I went to, I either enjoyed or I hated them. Everybody would say, "Well, Italy is so nice. It's so beautiful." It's not. It's not at all, dude. It sucks. Like, Italy stinks so bad. Like, I'm not a fan. Not a fan.
Well,
at
the
all.
girls don't shave, so.
I'll tell you where it was really nice, man. Was actually Israel was really nice, and Greece. I think Greece I'd go back to in a heartbeat. That was probably one of my favorite spots to be able to hang out and spend some Liberty time there. Fred, what about you, buddy?
I haven't been to too many places, you know. The boat doesn't go very far. So I'd say Key West. Spent a lot of time in Key West.
Down in the Keys. See,
Oh,
I knew somebody
I've lived-
liked Florida.
Fuck yeah, better than where I'm at now.
what the fuck?
I'm not doing the
I'm
watercraft engineering. I was setting sail out of Tampa. We'd go down to like Antigua, Puerto Rico, Guantanamo, you know, taking supplies and, you know, bringing stuff back, stuff, you know. So we would spend a few days in Antigua, a few days in Puerto Rico. We were supposed to spend a few days at Guantanamo, but none of us wanted to stay in Cuba.
Did you fly?
No, we were on a boat.
What kind? Typhoon?
LSV,
Oh, okay.
the big LSV 248 footer.
Yeah. You ever on the Typhoon class?
No.
No?
No, we were able to load 4 Abrams tanks on the deck of that thing and beach it, and then pull ourselves right back off the beach, and then pull up later, put the same Abrams back on, and then pull ourselves right back off the beach.
That
It was
cool.
badass.
Mark has decided he no longer wants to be a part of the show. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what is going on here. Mark,
Nope.
you okay?
Yeah, I hit the wrong button.
He wanted to be in the middle.
All right, guys, listen. I know everybody is kind of waiting for the election results and stuff like that. So here, let's do this. Let's wrap this up because I do want to do the same thing. I'd like to go and see if we're going to get any kind of change in this country, or if we're going to
Not here in Florida. Nothing changes.
or what's going to happen next. So Mark, let's wrap up the show with these guys if we can, because I know that everybody is on the edge right now, wanting to know what's going on with the election. Right?
Yeah, we got till midnight. I'm curious to see what's going to happen in California.
It's okay. I'm good. I get to see it. So. All right. So.
But I'm with this dude up here.
Listen, we don't talk politics, but hey, I really like that hat, Arliss. I really like that hat. It's something special, buddy. Mark, I like your hat too. By
As
the
you
way,
could tell,
Lions
I
are
was
doing
kind of
fantastic.
undecided.
Couldn't tell.
All right, so guys, I want to thank you all for coming on the show, being a part of the shit show, being a part of talking shit. Is there anything you guys want to talk about real quick before we do wrap it up here? Like I said, I know we got some election results and polls and stuff that we want to go check out. So,
Boo.
Arliss,
I'd like to say thanks to all of you guys and anybody that's watching,
thank you, brother.
because that's what makes us America's great, is the people that wind up putting the sacrifices on of our families and everything else for, to make this country what it is. So salute to y'all.
And you.
Thank you, sir.
Guys, if you haven't checked them out already, if you don't know who Arliss Walker is, he is in a little band called the Southern Outlaws Band. They are it's just a little band. Dude, they are fantastic. If you are not listening to them, you're not doing it.
Actually, I started following them, so
Fred's
thanks,
got his
Wes.
phone right now. He's checking them out. He's like, Yep, see, I knew it.
Yep.
They got
And
some
I'll be
kick-ass
happy
music,
to know and stuff that I am now the newest induction into the Academy of Country Music.
Oh yeah, brother.
Nice.
Damn,
Yeah.
big
Hell
props
yeah.
going on here. Arliss, is there any time that the band tends on slowing down?
Hell no.
Yeah, that's right.
When we're
That's
dead,
Yeah, but we already see the skulls back there on the Southern Outlaws banner. That you guys will do it from the grave too.
You betcha.
As skeletons, yeah, right.
Now,
Hey, just let me know when you're coming out to
To us,
Virginia.
it's
I'll
all
come
about-
see you.
yeah, we are planning on it. Matter of fact, our manager's working on a big schedule right now, so 2025 is going to be a pretty busy year for us. So,
Oh yeah.
then again, 2024 was so. But yeah, we do plan on coming to Virginia, and you know, like I said, we've been
What about Florida?
pretty much all over this year. Mississippi, Nashville. Yeah, Florida's on the schedule. So
Yeah, we talked about that on the last show we had you guys on, right? We were asking about maybe a Daytona trip or something like that. Some bike week, Biketoberfest kind of deal.
yeah, she's working on stuff right now. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right,
Yep.
Wes, is there anything that you want to talk about real quick before we let you leave as well?
No, I mean, thanks for having me again, Arliss. It was an honor to meet you.
He's
Fred.
not allowed to talk what he wants to talk about, so he's okay.
Do it
No,
offline.
I mean, no, I really appreciate coming on here and talking with everybody, and throwing in my sick sense of humor every once in a while.
Yeah, our probably our next military show will be in the new year.
Awesome.
And Fred, is there anything that you want to talk about real quick before we let you go as well?
No, not really.
A man
like,
of
I'm
many
here.
words. A man
He's
of
a
many
man
words.
of many words.
All right, guys. Mark, you were ready to wrap it up here, buddy?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do this. Guys, from us here at wait a minute.
Yeah, you forgot something.
Let's talk about this real quick, guys. Next week or this week, don't forget to tune in 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday to see Let Me Bleed on the show.
Our 100th show.
It's our 100th show. Holy crap, dude. We got that many in the bag? 100. Do you guys believe that? Can we get inducted into like the Hall of Fame with Arliss and these guys? Thank you. It's a big milestone, dude. So, all right, guys. Is that it, Mark? Are you good?
Yeah, we'll tell everybody who's next week after on
After the band?
Thursday. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Guys, from us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian.
I'm Mark.
That's the Southern Outlaws band, Arliss Walker, Fred, and Wes. And we're out of here, guys.
Have a good night.